There's a chance of a shallow low pressure area that would bring some heavy rainfall to parts of Mindanao and Visayas as we go ahead through the mid to late part of this upcoming week. I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta, and let's talk about this here, because you can see here on Tuesday as we head into Wednesday, that broad rotation over Yap and Palau, and eventually it does work its way into southern areas of the Philippines. At the same time, we're also continuing to deal with a cold surge here, a southern coast low actually kicking across parts of Japan, and that's actually going to trigger our next round of strong northerly winds here. Look at this, Sunday heading into Monday. Northerly winds will be setting up, bringing some decent waves all along the eastern seaboards, but also scattered showers would increase for the east coast of the Sierra Madre Mountains across parts of Visayas. But you can see here by mid to late week, look at the leading edge of that surge. See a decent shear line set up right in there. That could bring some showers, maybe a few decent thunderstorms across parts of the Bicol area into eastern areas of Visayas, and of course heavy rainfall across eastern Mindanao. This does include around the Siargao area. So there is a couple different factors coming together to show the potential for this tropical system. Now, would this be a typhoon? By no means. And I'm calling this a shallow LPA. A tropical depression would be the high end of it. Basically, you would have this broad rotation located along the leading edge of our cold surge, which would basically increase a pressure gradient, almost like a fire hose type of effect across parts of Bicol over towards eastern areas of Visayas on Wednesday, Thursday, and also heading into Friday. So not a tropical system by any means of like a tropical storm or a typhoon, but definitely an increase in some wind and rainfall here. So you have to look at these type of weather setups, more of a hybrid complex type system versus a straightforward full-on typhoon. Now, not to say that we can't get that this time of year. In fact, let's take a look actually at what Pagasa has to say for that tropical cyclone formation threat. And they do say sometime from the 31st here to the 6th, so, you know, the next 5 days, there is a potential for a tropical system off of the east coast of Mindanao. But they do have that kind of lower chance. However, model forecasts indicate that it would likely develop here, or there's a low chance of likelihood of development. That's what Pagasa is saying here. And they even have that still potential with the easterlies and these cold surges across parts of Mindanao. This time of year, this is where you would see tropical systems too. Remember, this is February's climatology, so not saying that a storm would form, but in the month of February, we do typically see less than one tropical cyclone formation. In fact, it's the lowest potential in throughout the year is the month of February. But if we were to see a tropical system, climatologically speaking, Mindanao and southern areas of Visayas is the spot that would get hit. Basically the exact setup we are seeing out here today, with the easterlies dominating, and you're looking at, you know, these cold surges coming down and kind of squeezing that moisture together. And this is actually looking through Wednesday heading into Thursday. Model guidance courtesy of AccuWeather here. You can see from the GFS kind of exactly what I was talking about with that cold surge coming down, that moisture coming in from the east. ECMWF is very similar, but I like looking at the 700 millibar just kind of flow here. And let's go back to Saturday heading into Sunday, and this is showing the moisture in the mid levels of the atmosphere. And you see here on Thursday, look at all that green over the Philippines. That is that mid-level moisture that's going to be setting up increasing showers out here. And that could even lift towards the north heading into the weekend for places like Manila, over towards central Luzon through the weekend in the early part of next week. But all kind of associated still with these easterlies and that cold surge setup and how that all interacts together here. So, yeah, but I still think the heaviest, and let's actually take a look at where some of the heaviest of this rainfall should be here. First off, big old waves coming in from the north and northeast, as I mentioned, associated with this cold surge behind that deep area of low pressure over the Philippines. You see our area of low pressure trying to spin up here. This is Monday heading into Tuesday, just around Palau, moving over towards Yap. Then you get those strong northerly winds, and here's that tight pressure gradient set up with that moist being squeezed onshore across eastern areas of Visayas, Bicol. Maybe even Cebu is going to be looking at some scattered showers here as this slowly just kind of drifts off towards the west here. And one more look actually at the next 5-day rainfall total. And you get exact spots of what I was talking about here for the heaviest of that rainfall. This showing eastern areas of Leyte, Samar, and northeastern Mindanao for some spots that you can see about 100 to 200, maybe even 300 millimeters of total precipitation. So stay dry, get ready for some decent rain out here, friends, as we look ahead over the upcoming week. At least for Monday, still relatively dry. We got the easterlies down towards the south. A little bit of a break in the action across central and northern areas of the Philippines. So actually some rather dry weather for Manila with a high of 31 degrees there for you. Subic's at 33, and just in general, good portion of Luzon still looking at some decent weather here to start off your work week. But as I mentioned, things would go downhill by midweek. All right, if you like these updates, big shout out to our Patreon members. Doing a little giveaway there right now. If you are a Patreon member, make sure you stop by. But yeah, huge shout out to everybody who does support this channel, not only by hitting that like and subscribe button, but donating to $6 or even $10 a month. Everybody here donates $10 or more a month, and you guys are absolute legends for making these updates that much more possible. So I can't thank you enough, and I can't thank you guys every day for watching these. I am truly blessed that we got so many people that support this channel, and I'm able to do something I enjoy doing here with you on a daily basis. So as always, thanks for watching, and of course, number one thing, please, friends, stay safe out there. Hope you're having a great day, wherever you are.